Are you struggling to build a brand that looks and feels like you, or feeling like your travel brand is just getting lost in the scroll? If you need a clear system to turn browsers into bookers, keep on watching. That's what we're doing on the show today. All right, guys, don't forget to take a moment, like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell right here on YouTube. We bring you amazing content every single week to help you grow your travel businesses, and I don't want you to miss a thing. If you're new here, my name is Cyndi Williams, and if you are new here, you might not know what we do. I've been in the travel industry for 30 plus years. I am a veteran. I started way back in 1993, and everything we do here on the channel is to help you. Type a little "I'm new" down below. I'd love to welcome you to our community. And guys, today we are diving into a good topic. By the way, if you are new, you can find all of our information over at travelschool.com, which I'll also link down below as well. But guys, we're talking about branding today and really kind of curating a brand that's going to convert. And I think that's the key, right? Anyone can come up with a brand, but is it actually gaining you traction? Is it actually getting you clients? Is it turning your traffic into conversions for your travel business? That is where so many people miss the mark, or just kind of need to kind of tie up a few loose ends, dot some I's, cross some T's, and just get a little stronger. So we're really going to take a deep dive today on branding and things to think about as you get started. So I want to start by saying branding is not just a logo. A lot of people think, oh, I'm going to pick some colors, I'm going to pick a logo, boom, I have a brand, let's go. Yes, that is a piece of it, a small piece of it, and that is something that will be layered in building a brand identity, having a logo, having those consistent things, but it's also good branding, understand, is how do you make people feel? How are you engaging them? What is your brand voice? What's your messaging? How do they interact with you? And I want you really to remember that people don't buy a logo, they don't buy a brand, they buy how you make them feel. They also buy when you've had that opportunity to build up know, like, trust factor. And this is why having authenticity and having that outreach, that natural extension or expression of you kind of layered into your brand makes so much difference when you're really talking about converting faster, because people don't buy from nameless brands that they don't know. They are, especially in this world of AI where anybody can throw up a website and anything can be out there, and you're like, am I going to put my credit card and share my personal information in this space or with this particular site where I'm not sure who I'm doing business with? But when we're talking about the type of business that we do, it's such a highly personal business. It's one of those that you have to build this know, like, trust factor in. So understand, it's not just a logo. That is number one. Really lean into that for sure. The second thing I want you to think about is I want you to clarify your brand pillars. Now, what do I mean by brand pillars? This is things like, most of you know, like, which niches you're going to sell. That's low hanging fruit. That's the easy one. Maybe you sell Disney. Maybe you sell cruises. Maybe you do FITs in Europe. Whatever the case is, what your niche is may be one of your pillars. But another one of your pillars should always be your service, how you serve people, how you help your clients, how do you get them from the collaboration point of booking their trip all the way through the whole process of understanding where they're going, making their selections, the actual booking process, finalizing if they have issues, how are you going to help and advocate for them? So that whole personal service is another layer. Now, an additional pillar can be different things. It can be how you give back to the community. It can be sustainability. It can be a cause that you really care about. It could be something completely different. We've had a lot of event planners, wedding planners that have other tiers to their business. Maybe that's one of your pillars. But the whole point being is you get to select these pillars. No matter what they are, you need to make sure you are actually clear on them, or no one else will be clear on them. Buyers do not buy if they're confused. So having a really clear marketing message, having a really clear brand, and telling the same brand stories in a different way over and over so people understand who you are and what you do in a really quick fashion is really, really important. In today's day and age, there's so many tools to do that, right? It's not just having a website anymore. We have these social media platforms. We have video strategies. We have micro content. We have all these different touch points and players in the marketplace today that you can really leverage your brand in, but it only really works effectively if you're really dialed into understanding what are my pillars and how do I want to represent that out in the world? What are the brand stories I want to tell again and again and again? You don't want to have too many, because that's when the buyers get confused and they're like, what does this person do? Last week they were talking about this, but this week they're talking about that. And there's that confusion exists and they're just like, I'm done. I'm moving on to the next thing. Because remember, we're also dealing with very short attention spans out there in the world. And so you have to really get your point across really quickly and get in front of your potential consumers, and then make that connection, whether for different reasons in marketing, you might be in that know, like, trust, nurturing kind of phase, or asking them to go ahead and book the business or to connect with you, right? But the first step is being clear on those pillars. All right, next thing I want to talk about, number 3, is showing up authentically online. You have to be authentically you, and here's why. If you pretend to be something that you're not, or you pretend to be something that you think your ideal clients want, it's going to fall flat because it's not actually you. The only way that authenticity works is if you are actually authentic, right? This is one of those fun things. And we were talking with my marketing director on a podcast recently. We said, it's funny because a lot of people will follow our Instagram, particularly my Instagram, to see what seasonal stuff we're doing. Yes, I'm doing travel, I'm doing all the things, but they'll follow for my coffee mugs, or I love to arrange flowers on Sunday from Trader Joe's. It's like a thing that I do on my Instagram. It doesn't have a ton to do about travel, but what are they doing in that phase? They're building that know, like, trust factor. And I don't do those things because I think that you will like them. I do them because I'm already doing them. It's part of authentically who I am. Like, I am at Trader Joe's almost every weekend at 7:30 a.m. on Sundays getting those flowers, right? Or every day sharing my little coffee mugs and whatnot, and sharing those regularly on my Instagram. I would be doing that anyway, even if no people were watching, right? So you have to figure out how you can, what I love to say, be the content, not create the content in some cases, especially when we're talking about this authenticity and really building that know, like, trust factor. But I want you to settle, and because you might be thinking, oh, Cyndi, I'm afraid people won't like me, or they might judge me, or is everybody going to like me? No, everybody's not going to like you. Everybody doesn't like me. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. Because you don't need everybody to like you. You just need a couple hundred people every single year to do solid travel business with you, to be whatever size travel business you want to be, to have 7-figure plus sales, right? And so do you think you can find a couple hundred people that are going to, like, vibe with you? Yes, I promise you, with all the people on the planet, you will be able to find those people. And the beautiful part of the story is you can do it being exactly who you are. People are going to find you charming, funny, or they're going to connect with you in different ways and all the different things. You don't need everyone to love you. So you do have to build up a little bit of that kind of thick skin to go, you know what? She's right. I don't care. I'm going to connect with people that I connect with, and that's who I want to do business with. And that is a good thing as well. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't cater to different types of buyers, but authentically, again, it's kind of a vibrational match kind of thing. You know that. And when we talk about buying, because trust me, I am certified in so many different sales courses over my 30-year career in industry. One of the first things that you learn is people don't buy the thing, they buy, do I like this person? Or the first thing that goes across in kind of their subconscious or in their brain is in that first 3 seconds, do I like this person? Do I want to listen to what they have to say? Am I interested? Am I interested enough, right, to kind of keep listening? So it's that initial kind of connection that sets the stage for the decisions that they're going to make 10 minutes later, an hour later, or a week later when you give the big proposal, right? So that's a vibe check, guys. That's all that is. So when you show up and you're authentic, people are like, you know what? That's real. Like, I can relate to that girl. I feel like I could have coffee with her. I feel like we could go out and we could hang out, right? And that doesn't mean perfect. It doesn't mean that you don't say when you're making your videos. It doesn't mean that you are, trying to put on your professional suit and doing all the things. It means you're just showing up and you're being cool and you're being who you are, right? That's what's going to resonate with people. So keep that in mind. So guys, I know this was a lot of quick points today for building your brand. I want to remind all of you that you should be getting your free Wanderlust campus account. You can go right over to wanderlust-ceo.com to get your free Wanderlust campus account. We used to have a ton of like a resource here, a resource there here on YouTube. I've taken those all down, and the best space to get all of the free resources we have is inside Wanderlust Campus. So grab your free account. If you're new, make sure you take our masterclass, the 5 shifts to a 7-figure sales travel business and beyond. That's the first thing you want to unlock when you get into Wanderlust Campus, especially if you're new to industry. That's going to teach you how the industry works and how to really get the best setup. And there are plenty of different setups. Remember, we don't host, we don't take any of your commission at Wanderlust Campus. So everything we train you is always in your best interest. So definitely check those out as well. And guys, wherever you are in your journey, I wish you so much love, so much abundance. I wish you the world. I'll see you on the next one. Last video, I want to encourage you to check out the other content we have here on the channel. We have amazing content at every level, no matter where you are in your travel industry journey, from aspiring to new to growing. Even our travel agency owners, look for those playlists and you can find some amazing content that's really catered just to you. And by the way, if you haven't signed up for your Wanderlust Campus free account, make sure you do that too. And you know what? I'm going to pick some videos and put them for you right here. Check those out. I'll see you next time.